New projects are created in the Projects view. To create a new project, click the New button and then click New Project. This will open the Create Project window, which allows you to define the basic data of the project. In this example, a new project for the development of a new product will be planned. Enter a suitable name in the Name field and select the relevant status from the Status field. Entering target start and end dates and selecting a work holiday group in this window would also allow you to determine the estimated time frame of the project. In this example, however, the project will not yet be scheduled in this manner. When all required basic data has been defined, click OK to close the window. The actual project planning is performed in the Gantt chart at the bottom part of the project's view. In this example, the new project will encompass two phases, a conception phase and the launch of the new product. In order to plan these two phases, two main levels will be created in the Gantt chart. To do this, first select the diagram and then click New, Main Level. Use the Name column to enter a suitable name for the two new levels. These two main levels can be further subdivided by adding additional levels. In this example, the conception phase will be subdivided into a design phase and a product development phase. To do so, select the relevant level and then click New, Level. Elements that are added to main levels are automatically created as subordinate to the selected level. In the Gantt chart, they will be indented and numbered accordingly. Again, the Name column allows you to enter a suitable name for the two newly created levels. In this example, the design phase and product development will encompass 4 jobs. First, the requirements for the new product need to be defined, then the product will be designed. Once these steps have been completed, the material requirements need to be determined and the finished product needs to be developed as part of the product development phase. Create these jobs by first selecting the level you want to add them to and then clicking New, Job. In contrast to the two levels created for the main level, the newly created jobs will not automatically be subordinated to the selected level. Instead, all elements added to a given main level will be created directly underneath and hierarchically equal to one another. The arrow buttons above the Gantt chart then allow you to move these elements in order to create any project structure that meets your requirements. This allows you to comfortably create all elements required for your project planning one after the other and then develop the final project structure. The Name column once again allows you to define suitable names for the newly created jobs. This concludes the structural planning of the conception phase of the project. However, the individual jobs still need to be scheduled. By default, new jobs have a duration of 1 day and are scheduled for the current date. The bar diagram on the right-hand side of the Gantt chart now allows you to adjust the job schedule as per your project requirements. For example, to determine the target start date of a given job, you can simply drag and drop it to the respective date in the bar diagram. In order to define the target duration of the job, move the cursor to the beginning or end of the respective bar, press and hold the mouse button, and then drag or push it until the bar has the desired length. This allows you to easily determine the sequencing of all jobs of your project directly within the Gantt chart. This concludes the structural planning and the scheduling of the conception phase of the project. The same procedures allow you to plan all remaining project phases until you have a complete project plan.